Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another album review, and this time it's Aqualung by Jethro Tull live. Yes, Aqualung live by Jethro Tull. This is the first time this particular recording from 2004 has been released on vinyl. So let's have a look at the vinyl album and what you get now. This is Aqualung live, first time on vinyl. It's a gatefold sleeve. It's on Inside Out Records. There's the inside of the gatefold. It also comes with a 4-page booklet, I suppose you could call that. But again, it's album size. Ian Anderson has talked about this in 2025, and it talks about this concert, it's a unique, very intimate replay of the classic Aqualung album from 2004, and it's really, really well done. And then the album itself is comes in a polyline sleeve because it's Inside Out Records and they always do that. And basically it says here, full live album performance of Aqualung, originally recorded in 2004, now remastered, available on vinyl for the first time. It's absolutely superb, and I'm going to tell you more about that now. So that's a quick look at this new vinyl release from Inside Out Records. And I've said many times before, and I'll keep saying it, because I want other labels to actually take note of how enthusiastic people like me are when you get a vinyl recording from Inside Out Records. They all come on in polyline sleeves, which, as you know, is one of the campaigns that Now Spinning Magazine has really championed for all new vinyl releases. They always sound absolutely fantastic. I do not wash my vinyl records when they arrive. I'm not like that. Why should I have to? You know, I presume that if it's been mastered at a specific studio, it's going to sound great. And this does. It sounds wonderful. And I'll be honest with you, I hadn't heard this before. And if you're thinking, well, perhaps Phil isn't really a big fan of Aqualung, I am. I am. In fact, I can just give you a quick overview. This is my 1970s original pressing. It was actually the first Jethro Tull album I ever bought, and I bought it because it was Aqualung from 1971, and I wanted to get into Jethro Tull, and a couple of mates said, you've got to buy Aqualung first. So there it is. And that did me for years. And then in the age of VH1, do you remember that channel? This came out, which was the 25th anniversary edition. Now, the thing is with Aqualung, it never sounded great sonically, I didn't think. It always sounded a bit kind of muffled. And this 25th anniversary edition, 25th anniversary, 25th, that's like half the album's lifetime ago. Wasn't that much better, really. And then I managed to get the 40th anniversary edition, which was the 2 CD edition. Was it 2 CD? It was, wasn't it? Yes. Which was fine. And then, of course, Jethro Tull started releasing all of their fantastic deluxe sets. So I also bought that. And that's definitive, isn't it, really? That's definitive for Aqualung. But it doesn't include this version, does it? Now, I even bought the Stephen Wilson vinyl remix as well. So this. I knew this had come out on CD, but I thought, well, you know, it's Aqualung and it's being redone, and I wasn't totally sure about bands that revisit classic albums, and especially just recording just the album, because that's what this is. It is just Aqualung recorded live. But I didn't realise the background behind it, and as you saw when I did the kind of unboxing element, you know, and showing you the kind of the booklet that comes inside from Ian, and he's talking in 2025, is I didn't understand the kind of story behind it. And the story behind it, of course, is that we're dealing about 40 people in the audience. It's a tiny, almost like playing in someone's living room. 2004. And I think, as you can expect with Ian, he was thinking, do I really want to do that? But they were coming off the end of the tour, and he thought, oh yeah, why not? Let's go for it. And it was basically, they had a chance to go through the whole album in one take. And there was just 2 retakes. One was when Martin had a technical glitch on the guitar lead to Slipstream, and another one, Andrew Giddings, mysteriously stumbled over the piano intro Locomotive Breath, which he'd probably played 1,000 times before, but probably with the audience being right in his face, probably got a little bit nervous. Ian talks about the fact they don't have the string quartet and Wandering Aloud on the oboe bassoon on Cheap Day Return, so the electric guitar parts are there instead, etc. But it really is a fantastic recording. So it says here, some of the tracks are played exactly with the same arrangements as the original recordings, while some, like Mother Goose and Hymn 43, are quite different, and they are. And especially Hymn 43. Ian's flute playing is absolutely mesmerizingly magnificent. The performance itself, because you've got some musicians on this playing on this album who weren't even born when the original Aqualung came out, and their enthusiasm and excitement for playing this material is incredible. And Martin Barr's guitar playing is exceptional. I mean, Martin and Ian were the only original members of Jethro Tull at this point, and they both of them play an absolute blinder. It's really, really worth it. I don't know whether you can still get this on CD, but hearing it's the first time I'd ever heard it, and you can see what I've just shown you. I'm a huge fan of Aqualung, so I missed out here. From not thinking, do I need just this standalone CD of Aqualung Live from 2004? I did, but this is fantastic, I did a video, didn't I? And I'll keep referring to this because I never know how many people have watched all my videos. But I've talked about the fact that it's such a gamble when you buy new records, the quality and whereas where you are with the CD. Never had that problem with Inside Out Records pressings, never. And this is incredible. And this is Aqualung. It's got lots of really subtle, quiet passages. There's lots of light and shade, lots of dynamic. Silent. Absolutely wonderful pressing. So I really recommend this. If you're a Jethro Tull fan, this is essential. Great performance, lots of humour. I think the only thing Ian took out was the in-between chat. Because Ian is a storyteller, and I think he was he probably was thinking, could be right, that not everyone will want to hear him say the same kind of in-jokes over and over again. So you're just listening to the album. There's a few words here and there, but it's a fantastic performance. Aqualung Live, 2004. That's out now on vinyl for the first time. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor. If you want to become part of the Now Spinning magazine community, you will get access to our private Facebook group, access to our private WhatsApp groups. You'll get all the videos advert free before anyone else sees them, and on Patron they remain advert free as well. And you also get an invite to our twice monthly own virtual pub called the Now Spinning Arms, which has 2 time slots for people from around the world to join in. And we also have lots of things like the round table coming up. We have 15% off merch. Gosh, there's so much to remember here. But thank you for watching. Keep spinning those discs. Please subscribe and ring that little bell thingy. And I'll talk to you all very, very soon.